Easy Firstly in the red corner. Wearing the white trunks trimmed with green. He hails from Belfast, weighing in at 12 stone, 6 1/4 pounds. Comes to the ring tonight in his 35th professional contest. Please welcome Ciaran Healy. And his opponent across the ring in the blue corner, wearing the white trunks trimmed with purple. He weighed in at 12 stone, 7 1/4 pounds. Undefeated as a professional in 9 contests. 3 wins coming by way of knockout. From Liverpool, please welcome Rocky Healy. The referee, Mr. Phil Edwards. 6 3-minute rounds.
Okay, gentlemen, you follow my instructions. My attempt to break cleanly and take a step back. Watch your heads in close. Touch gloves. Good luck.
Well, at the age of 37, Belfast's Ciaran Healy is perhaps a little on the slide. Irish 2-weight champion, Rocky Fielding unbeaten in 9. We're looking to make a statement against the Belfast veteran. Well, Rocky Fielding brings an unbeaten record, Paul, to the table, as well as a healthy gathering of support too.
He's got a great support. He sells tickets, and more importantly, he's not just a ticket seller. They love him. The fans that he's got and the lads that he's got from his local area, they're obsessed with him. You know, the team Rocky, and they love it. They love coming to the fights, and they love making a noise.
Well, Liverpool-born, lives in Warrington now. Michael's his real name, but Rocky Fielding is known as. He stayed true and loyal to Oliver Harrison, and establishing themselves after 9 unbeaten fights. What are we going to learn about him tonight, do you think, Paul?
It'll just be a case of how good the job he can do on Healy. Healy's that type of opponent now, and no disrespect to him, he's a lovely fella, but he's here to give you 1 or 2 rounds and see whether you can get him out of there. And for Rocky, he's just got to just go through what he's learned in the gym. He's learning a lot under Oliver Harrison, who's a very good trainer. He's just got to put this into practice now. He's in the ring. He'll have learned a lot sparring. I know he does a lot of good sparring with Martin Murray. You know, he's got some good sparring up in that gym. He's got to put that into play now and show what he's learned in the gym, and that's what these type of fights are for.
He, like Tony Bellew, started at the Stockbridge club before moving to the Rotunda. He had plenty of amateur experience as well. That's something that's, I guess, slightly gone unnoticed, but a couple of junior ABA titles under his belt. He's got the skills.
Yep, he come on well as a junior and was doing well, you know, and picked up those junior titles, and then, as I said, he came to the Rotunda and he learned a hell of a lot towards the end under Mick McAllister and Paul Walmsley and the rest of the trainers at the Rotunda.
And the Rocky fans on their feet as Ciaran Healy lets loose an assault. Of course, there was the prize fighter story as well for Rocky Fielding. 3 stoppages in 3 victories. It sort of really exploded him on the scene, but he's very, very deliberate, Paul, about not too much too early in terms of that as a launch pad.
Yeah, of course, there's no rush with Rocky. He's coming on nicely. He's progressing. He wants to stay more. He wants more fights, and he wants to be active more. But every fighter does at this level, and that's all you want. You just want to get in there and learn what you're doing in the gym. You put so many hours in the gym and you learn new stuff, and it's frustrating when you don't get a chance to do it. But he's got his wish now. He's in the ring, and this is the chance to do it. That was a comfortable first round for him, and good boxing.
And those Rocky Fielding fans delighted with the start their man has made. Been a pro just a year and a half now. I don't know what he used the 32 grand for.
Who knows, but good on him. He earned every penny. He took the job at late notice. He went in there and he did what was asked of him. He beat 3 opponents in front of him and looked good doing so. And Congratulations to him. Hope he enjoyed every penny of it. I hope he's still got a few quid of it, to be honest with you.
Let's hope so, let's hope so. Let's hope also there's plenty more to come. Certainly, they're earning a bit through the gate, courtesy of this fella.
Rocky will be one of those fighters who'd rather be paid in ticket sales than wages, because it'll always be more than what he's making, probably. He sells that many.
Trying to establish his jab, and Healy's just trying to make it as rough as he possibly can. Certainly Healy came into the ring tonight. I was watching him on the ring entrance. He definitely fired up for it, and that's been echoed in his early efforts.
Ciaran's what the game needs. He comes, he's tough, he's durable, he takes what you've got, and he tries to give prospects rounds. If you need the rounds, he's ideal. If you want to get him out today, then it's a job to try and get him out today.
Got to deter him, dissuade him, and that's what Rocky Fielding's going to try and do. He's trying to establish his boxing early on. Nice step back to range that from Fielding. Oh, he copped a right hand and he had to hang on.
Just like to see Rocky jab a little bit more. He's got the tools, he's got the attributes there, you know, the height of him. Just get your jab out a bit more. Healy's a lot shorter than you as well. Even against taller kids, Fielding's got a very good jab. Just use it a little bit more, utilise your jab a little bit more, and everything else will come off it.
He's just shaking his head there, Fielding, as Healy was making it a bit sort of uncomfortable up top.
Healy's just trying to make it as scrappy as he can, land the odd few shots, and then try and hold and mess Rocky about and make him you know, look bad, and that's just what he's there to do.
I think these are the sort of fights that can frustrate you, can't they?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's up to Fielding to try and break him down and utilise the jab and try and establish the jab and make that the key weapon in this fight for me.
And that right hand might have just helped deter a little. Certainly Healy's put a lot into the first sort of 5 or so minutes, and
yeah, it's what he's got in him as well. Healy might have had a plan before he come in. You know what, I fancy the job, or you know what, I don't. If he fancies it, he fancies it. If he doesn't, he's going to go as much as he can early on to try and do what he can early on to Rocky, to try and upset the apple cart.
And towards the end of the second, shouts of Rocky, Rocky. Fielding landed a few eye-catching right hands in that round, and maybe those the lingering punches that'll influence the judges.
Getting involved with this kid when he's not supposed to. I've told you over and over, do not get involved. Just take them steps back, move round him and start picking him off. That's all you've got to do.
Well, looking back at some of the action from the second, you could see there, it's one of the right hands that Fielding managed to land. Healy's plan clear, get that chin on Fielding's chest and make it as uncomfortable as he possibly can, and to an extent he was doing that.
Healy trying to get as close as he can with the head, and trying to put the head in as close as he can as well.
And into the third, halfway, and Fielding was a very, very late replacement in that prize fight. So he was in for Kenny Anderson, who was himself in for Tony Quigley. It was a sort of joker in a sense, but boy, did he play a fine hand in the end. Those 3 stoppages, beating Jamie Ambler, Paul Mowbray, and then he's also been in action with Tommy Toulon recently as well. He's been on some of the big bills, that Cleverly Bellew bill in October at the Echo Arena, where he
Good right hand to
number 6.
The first one, Healy blocked it with his left hand, but the second one got through. It was a lovely right hand, nice sharp, fast right hand over the top.
It might just be he's finding his range bit by bit.
Yeah, it's just going to take him time to ease into it, you know. This is what he wants. He's been asking for fights, and he's got the fights now. So it's nice to, as I say again, without repeating myself, put what you've been learning in the gym, which is a lot, into play.
Bit more variety there as well. And right in the top of the head, just forcing Healy backwards. That straight jab helping too. There's much more like it from Fielding. He just established that space now, and I think he's got his timing right. Maybe a bit of the steam out of the Healy charge as well, which is helping Fielding find that range.
Fielding's doing well in letting Healy throw himself out of steam as well. He's just counter-punching and just waiting to counter-punch all the time, and it's working for him. Healy will run out of steam, and when he does, then Fielding can start attacking and coming forward more. But for now, the counter-punching is working.
And now Healy on the back foot.
Good body shot there from Rocky Fielding. Nice body shot.
There is a count, yes.
Right underneath the elbow, lovely left hook to the body.
It was almost like an invisible shot, and he's staying down as long as he can. A wink from Healy to referee Phil Edwards.
Nice fast left hook, right inside, right underneath the elbow, lovely.
Rocky Fielding definitely coming on strong now. Big round for him.
Boxing News was born in 1909. We've been ringside for every punch, every fight, every week. The world's best fight magazine remains the undisputed king. Exclusive interviews, analysis and opinions from all over the boxing globe. Boxing News, available every Thursday. Download now for a free sample.
If debt is destroying your life, then call this number now. I was in terrible debt. Credit cards, loans, overdrafts, everything. I thought I'd lose my home. I needed someone I could talk to, someone who understood my problems. We called Debt Free Direct. They've helped over 500,000 people find practical ways to take control of their debt. For me, they dealt with my lenders, and now I only pay back what I can afford. They give straightforward debt advice, and you can be sure to receive the best standard of service. That's because Debt Free Direct are members of the Debt Managers Standards Association and follow their strict consumer code. So call them now. They'll find the right solution for you, however much you owe. Speak to Debt Free Direct now on 0800 630 0776. That's 0800 630 0776. It could change your life.
The average person
Spends about 13 hours a week online.
would do this.
Instead,
Your spare time transformed. Search Reserve Forces online.
I'm made of belief, not barriers. I'm made of sweat, not swagger. I am made of everything to come, not just what has been. I am made of sport. Essex.
A day with Shaw for Men, extra cool.
Evolve to come back into a different life. I force the forces to come to where I'm starting to like, and it gets really better.
Long-lasting fresh protection throughout the day. Shaw extra cool. It won't let you down.
he's got Martin Murray in that Oliver Harrison gym as well, hasn't he? So another one to get some really good experience in sparring in the build-up to this as we head into the fourth.
Top sparring for him, you know. British champion, British middleweight champion, and pushed Felix Sturm really close. You couldn't ask for better sparring.
Can Rocky Fielding just crank it up a notch now? He's improved round by round. He made an impression in the third. Is he starting to get to Healy? He's just marking up under that left eye. Just a bit of a standoff briefly. And I think that a bit of the old man tactics from Healy's holding on there, wasn't he?
Yeah, that's what he's here for, you know. He just wants to survive. He wants to come and try and take these kids the distance, try and make them get the rounds under the belt, and try and maybe land one or two good shots and ask a question or two of them. He's a good, honest fighter.
Left hook, double left hook from Fielding. Forces Healy on the back foot once again. Nice right to the body as well. And again, that look of focus and intensity from Rocky Fielding. Final minute of the fourth. I think he was enjoying Healy coming to him in that third round when he was just timing it.
Yeah, we said that. We said he was countering well, and you know, maybe drain the steam out of Healy and then put your foot on the gas and you attack then and you go forward. But Fielding's happy to stay on the back foot and stay just outside the centre of the ring and counter punch, and he's doing it well.
Inside the final 30, Paul's right about Ciaran Healy and his like the bedrock upon which boxing is founded. He only had 3 days notice for this. Packs his bags and over he comes.
He won't be in too bad a shape, Healy, because he was in the Irish prize fighter recently as well, and he's been active, he's been getting fights. He got stopped by Enzo McInerney and he'll have had his rest after that fight, but he'll have still been in the gym training.
Yeah, he's already been out several times in 2012 at the end of that fourth round. Less drama than the previous one, but Rocky Fielding nicely in control. Now, motivation in the Ciaran Healy corner. At the age of 37 as well. Still piling on, still putting it on, still giving it effort. I'm just wondering if they... Yeah, I think they might have had enough.
They pulled Healy out.
I think they might be pulling... Yeah, they have. Ciaran Healy in his corner pulling him out, and it's a fourth round stoppage for Rocky Fielding.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of round 4, Ciaran Healy's corner has retired their man with an injured shoulder, leaving the winner, Liverpool's Rocky Fielding.
Of British